How's it going, guys? Today we have this 2013 Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport in the 1LT package, featured in Velocity Red with black interior. Going to show you inside and out of the vehicle, all the imperfections, show you everything as if you were going to be here looking at it yourself. I bought this car out of Dallas, Texas, and it spent most of its life down in Texas. Carfax reports 4 prior owners, no accidents, and of course it is clean title. This car has been, I would say, very driven. It's got a little over 125,000 miles, and sorry, my phone's going off. Got a little over 124,000 miles on it. You'll see quite a bit of imperfections in the paint mainly. And then keep in mind the price reflects the condition. This is one of the cheapest Grand Sports that's in the market right now with a clean title. So you'll see the top coat on the hood and the front fenders are starting to show fade and sun damage. The headlights, of course, are already very, very faded. The lens are pretty much cooked, and then the top of the bumper is starting to show slight fade, slight oxidation. These Corvette hoods have the weirdest side effect when they do start fading or oxidizing. It always starts off on the sides, but you'll see, you know, if I get real close to the fenders, that it starts to dull up on the top. Now on the side of the car, the paint looks actually pretty decent. So either you could wrap the car or you can paint it, whatever you want to do. But there's the reason why it's priced the way it is. But yeah, I want to show you every section of the car. So I'll show you the front bumper. And overall, it does have pretty good shine. And then starting up here is where it starts to fade off. And this car is lowered on the bolts. It may even have aftermarket lowering bolts that the leaf spring sits on. I'll show you the hood. The driver front fender. This bumper was loose. We had our shop that did the service go in and re-secure that. But this thing sitting so low, you need to be real cautious when you're driving, especially when you're pulling to like parking lots of your driveway. It's got factory upgraded wheels. They might be reps, but I think they call these the Z06 Spider wheels, if I'm correct. The name they gave them. This Grand Sport's got the black trim on the fender. And then once you start getting to the top of the door, basically right off this line, the seam, all the way across is where you start seeing some more fade. Dual. And then the gas cap is a different color. It's very interesting. Again, on top of the hatch, we'll get that. This is look like they added this rear wing on. This is not perfect either. I don't even think it's painted. And you got your third brake light in there. Aftermarket exhaust tips were welded on. There's no exhaust that comes with tips this big. Definitely an obnoxious setup. Sounds good, but you know, you got some big old tips right there. I think it is basically straight piped. Do you have upgraded, I believe these are called the Eagle Eye LED taillights. Rear bumper is actually in pretty good condition. Then you got the smoke side markers as well. Crossbar is decent, but of course, you know, you're starting to get the doling fade. Now this is the factory glass roof. So as you can see, it is transparent. We do not have the original color match top, Targa top. That is the only one that comes with this car. That's it for the exterior. I'll show you the interior as well. In 2012, they updated a few things. The steering wheel and the seats have a little bit nicer design to them. The steering wheel, they added this trim, little chrome trim around the sections. This is a 1LT, so you do not get the heated seats, the heads-up display, and the Bose sound system. However, this car has upgraded audio. We'll get around to that in a bit. The audio is not perfect. The radio, the speakers comes and goes. There's actually a loose wire in the back, and I'll show you what it is. I just haven't had the time to mess around with it. But we'll start the car real quick. You got a bass knob right here. This is your shifter, it's kind of broke. Looks like there's USBs. The interior is actually in really good condition. The seats are in really good conditions. They're not torn right here. Show you the driver's seat real quick. It's in really good shape for the mileage too. Normally they tear right here. Piece is missing that locks in the Targa top. This is the reason why the speakers kind of comes and goes. This wire is real loose. I'm not an audio guy, so I wouldn't know how to, you know, correct this. But it best be if you take the audio shop and maybe change some stuff out. I'll flip the throttle a little bit so you can hear the car. LS3 6.2 V8. This car is utilizing a Haltech intake and long tooth headers. I'm not sure what brand these headers are. They might be Speed Engineering. Not too sure. Car sounds really good and it runs really well. It really is a great running car. It's just has cosmetic flaws. I mean, it's not a perfect vet. But you get what you get when you pay in this price too. It's quite a bit cheaper. If you want to make sure this car is still available, go to azautohunters.com. You can click on our inventory tab and see what other vets we have in stock. And if you have Instagram, feel free to shoot us a follow anytime we have new stuff coming. That's the first place we post it. But other than that, guys, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.